Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to go over a foundation that has gone viral all over TikTok, and it was quite hard to get my hands on it, but I finally got my hands on it. Actually, I'm not even sure if it's my color, but we're going to go ahead and see how it is. And I am talking about the KVD Good Apple Skin Perfecting Foundation Balm. And I haven't used a foundation balm before, but the packaging is really cute though, right? And the color that I chose is Tan 066. And hopefully it'll be my color, hopefully. The packaging is beautiful. It can be recycled and it is a vegan product. First of all, it looks so pretty and shiny, and it's a balm, so it's like creamy. It's like almost like a lip balm, and that is the color that I chose. From what I know from TikTok, it is a very high pigmented foundation, so I'm going to use a very light hand first to see how it's going to go on, and then if we need to go even deeper, we'll do that. One reason that I wanted to really try this is I wanted to see if it will cover my hyperpigmentation, because it is the claim that a lot of people are making is that it is so pigmented. So without using a color corrector, I want to see if it'll cover all of this. Maybe it will. So we'll go ahead and test this out. So to be true to it, I am going to add a primer, because normally I do wear a primer if I'm wearing it out. So I'm going to use the Milk Hydro Primer, and a lot of people have applied it with a brush. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I don't know if I should do one side with a brush and the other side with a sponge. So maybe I'll do that. So I'm just going to take a little bit. This is a pretty dense brush, so it does pack on the product. Oh, it is pretty, ooh, guys, it is very pigmented. It is definitely full coverage. I feel like I did a pretty good job with my color. It did cover that up pretty well. So I'm gonna see how far I can take this. A little bit for my forehead. That looks really good, you guys. Like, oh, it is looking really good. It almost gives it a very like airbrushed kind of a look. And this is pretty balmy, so I don't know if it's gonna get a little oily later. I have pretty much a dry-ish, but more like a normal to combination skin. So we'll see how that looks with that. I feel like I can use another coat on the areas that I have a little bit more pigmentation, because I did just use a light touch. So I'm just going to use another light touch and really just cover that stuff up. I am really happy with the coverage, actually. Like, really very happy. Very, very nice. Look at that. Hopefully the sponge will do a good job on this side, because it needs it. But I didn't use any color corrector whatsoever, even though this is like, I think, my better side, honestly. But let me go ahead and do the sponge on the other side. So I'm just going to get like that much. Ooh, that is a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and put it mainly on the area that I have the pigmentation. Guys, I have, oh, look at that. What? That is amazing. Wow, okay. Wow, okay. And I don't know if you guys can hear the ice cream truck outside, and if that doesn't say summer, I don't know what does, but I just want the weather to kind of get there. I don't know. But wow, that's really good. I've been breaking out a little bit extra. I have my days, man. So I'm just adding a little extra to the places that I have a little bit of pigmentation or like acne scars. Like I have this dot right here that's from an acne scar, and it just covered that right up. Nice. I have to see how the creasing is going to be, because that's one of my main issues. I get a lot of creasing over here, but you know, like I get that with other foundations as well. It does give a nice little glow to the skin, which I really, really like. I am so happy with this foundation. Like with a brush or a sponge, it's like amazing. Honestly, like a little bit goes a long way. I would definitely start with like a little bit and apply it to the areas that you really feel like you need a lot of work. But sponge or brush, I feel like either one looks good. Usually when I do a brush, I like to kind of like go over it with the sponge, and it still looks like skin, which is amazing. Like, it doesn't look like I caked on makeup, which is nice. Nice. Okay. I'll use this brush and see how it looks like underneath my eyes. So I just took a little bit. Wow, I like it. Looks good, you guys. Look at that. No color corrector. And honestly, I didn't even use much. Wow. Okay. And now we're going to do everything else like we normally do and see how that goes. Alright, so I do want to brighten up my face just a little bit. So I'm going to go into the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer, and my color is Granola, and I'm going to go ahead and brighten up the high points of my face. So the darkness, I feel like the darkness is peeking through just a little bit, so I definitely needed some concealer for that. Unless I want to go in with like more of that foundation and keep going, but I do want to brighten up, so I feel like concealer is the best way to go. Alright, so before that starts to crease, let me go ahead and powder. I'm going to go into my Huda Beauty baking powder in Blondie, and I normally bake where I crease. I'm not going to powder the rest. Let's just see how it's going to be. Just like this. So normally now I would go in with a contour, but because I want to use this cream blush, I'm going to do that first. And this is the one by Rare Beauty, and it is in the color Grace. So far the foundation looks amazing. So this does actually dry down to a powder. I really did apply a lot. Now for my contour, I'm going to do the Hoola contour in Toasted. That's one reason I don't powder around here, because I'm already using a powder contour. Before I apply the highlighter and all of that, let me go do my eyes and I'll be right back. Okay, we are done with this look. How pretty. Oh, I love this lip. If you want to know how I put this eye and lip together, click the link up here. If I don't have it already, it will come out very, very soon. So wait for it. It's definitely pretty, right? And it's very, very simple. Right now it is 6:14 p.m. I'm going to try to wear this for a while. I just want to see how it looks right now. It still looks amazing right now. It is separating a little bit on my nose because like I have a little sweat on my nose, which is no excuse. It shouldn't. It is really, really hot in here though, but that usually happens, but not like separation like that. I still do have the creasing that I normally get. But yeah, other than that, like everywhere else, it looks so pretty. It looks really, really nice. So I'm going to show you guys a little close up. Be kind, please. But yeah, that's what my skin looks like right now. I have texture, guys. I have like normal skin, and I think it looks pretty nice. I still feel like it looks really, really nice, and it looks really pretty to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a few hours. We will see how the progress of this foundation is. I did do one little thing different. I did add blush and highlighter. So for blush, I added some more Wander blush because once I put this lip, my other blush kind of faded, but I decided to go in with this one because it's a little bit more on the orangier side than the Rare Beauty one that I have. So I mean, it's not too much, but I still have it. And on top of that, this gives you a really nice glow and highlight, so I like that. Oh, and before I go, I do like to add some setting spray. I normally do, so why not? And this is the one by Maven Beauty. And I love the way this looks on my skin. Yeah, this makes my skin look so pretty. I don't know what it is, but I really, really like this. And this is the Rose Water Setting Spray. So I'm going to put that on top. And I'm doing that because normally I do add a setting spray. And you know what? I do have creasing, and I normally do with like foundation. So I'm going to go over that with some powder. And like we'll see if that helps. All right, the creasing looks much better. I'm gonna add a little bit on my nose as well. You know, we want to give this foundation a chance, right? Because everywhere else it looks amazing. But my creasing, I usually do crease, but I want to see how badly it creases, if it does later on. Ooh, that looks so pretty. It is 6:20 and I'm gonna come back and show you guys how it looks. All right guys, so this is my skin in natural lighting. This is literally like a few minutes after I got off the first time, so I just wanted to show you guys how it looks in natural lighting. Now this is my skin texture. I have my wrinkles, right? Frown lines, smile lines. I guess it's smile lines. Yeah, it definitely, come on. And so that's there, but so far, so good. I love the glow. I love the dewiness of this. So yeah, let's see what it looks like in a few hours. I'll be back. I don't think I could do any more natural lighting because it is getting darker right now. I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like so you guys can see. Alright guys, so it has been an hour. It's 7:33 right now. So I'm not liking the frown lines. Major creasing right there. That's from the smile lines. Over here, as you guys can tell, oh, that doesn't look good. But I do have separation on the nose as well. And everywhere else, it actually looks fine. No problems. Since I do get creases with other foundations as well, I'm gonna try to powder it and see how it looks because that's what I would do normally. I already like ate and everything, so all of that is causing the frowns over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and powder, and most likely I would have like a powder compact or something if I'm going somewhere and I need to fix that, because sometimes, you know, you do get those lines because of the expressions you're making with your face, you know, the wrinkles and everything. But I'm gonna go ahead and smoothen that out. I don't think that's really cheating because that's what I would do on a regular basis. And I'm gonna add a little bit of powder. And then on my nose where it's separated a little bit, that's not good, but I told you, like, I get like little sweat balls on my nose. So I'm gonna go ahead and powder that as well. And the only reason I'm doing that is because it's only been an hour and everywhere else it looks fine. So judge that how you want to, because, you know, maybe some people don't want to have to powder compact, but I mean, I just have those lines and sometimes they're not going anywhere, you know? Those are pretty much like the problem areas, so I'm letting it go. But I'll come back and do another check-in in a couple of hours and see how it goes. Alright guys, it is late. It has been 6 hours later. It is 12:31 a.m. and I am exhausted. I'm ready for bed. I look pretty oily, especially on my nose. I don't know if you guys can tell that, and it did separate just a little bit, but the powder definitely did help. So there's that. So I will insert a video of me on my phone so you can see it better. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Definitely oily. As you can see, I look very greasy. It does not look good. On camera, you can't tell as much, but yeah, this looks pretty bad. So if you have oily skin, no. Like, I will say around like the 3-hour point or the 4-hour point, it wasn't too bad. But yeah, now it's like I made sure that I did do some activities. So I was a little bit like in the heat a little bit, just so I just wanted to see how that was, but it wasn't like too hot, but still. I'm gonna take a tissue and I'm gonna just show you how oily, like, it's just coming off, right? But you know, this is a balm and my lipstick just looks so horrible. But yeah, it is a balm. It's definitely come off. And so like after I've taken it off, it's actually looks a little better. I might give it another day and see if I can do things a little different and see how that works. Okay, so this is day 2 of me trying it. And it's okay actually. How long has it been? Like 4 hours. So that's what it looks like in 4 hours. It's not bad, but I did try powdering it a little bit more. So I did like a powder primer underneath and a powder on top. I baked it on top. So I did powder my entire face. The creasing is less, but you can still see the creasing, which I'm telling you with other ones I would get that as well. But yeah, everywhere else actually it doesn't look that bad. And as far as like oily, like it doesn't look too oily. It's starting to get oily on my nose, but it doesn't look too oily. And this right here is highlighter, so don't judge that. I tried not to do a highlighter. I tried not to do any other looks on my face. I was just trying to do foundation and just like the face, not even the eye, but I went kind of far. So I did a cute little eye. But yeah, this is the second day of trying it, 4 hours. It's not too bad actually. I think I actually like this foundation, but I will do a longer wear test. We'll see. Alright guys, so this is my skin with natural lighting 4 hours later, like I said. And yeah, I don't see much separation. It's not oily. I feel like it's better than the last time, and it definitely hasn't like oiled up, but 4 hours later, it's not bad actually. All right guys, so it is day 3 of me testing this out. I tried this on 2 hours ago. It is around 4:08 right now. I did this around 2:15 actually, but I did the same method. I just wanted to test it out longer because day 2 I could only test it out for 4 hours. So what I did was I used the Milk Hydro Primer, and then I went into it with the Makeup Revolution liquid to powder serum, which I did a video on. And basically it is what it says. It turns from liquid to powder, and I did that finish first, and then I put the foundation on, and then I added powder to my main areas. Now the creasing I had way from the beginning. I feel like the creasing is just there. It just won't go away. Everywhere else, if it looks a little greasy, it's more sweaty because I'm sitting under the lights. I just did another video on this look, which is coming out soon. But other than that, I think it looks really, really good. All of this is dry. All of that is dry. Everything looks good. It does cover a lot of my hyperpigmentation, and I don't need to use a color corrector. So I love the finish. It looks really, really good. So I'm really, really, really rooting for this. So let's hope it stays like that. But I'll come back and check in, and I'm just going to do the rest of my day, you know, eat, do all those things, and we'll see how it looks. All right, I'll be back. All right, guys, so this is what it looks like in daylight. I feel like it looks so pretty and smooth. Like, I really, really like how it looks. Again, this is my own skin issues, the creasing. I'll try to do another daylight if I can, but if not, I still think this looks so pretty for daylight for 2 hours in. So yeah, let's come back and see what it looks like after. All right guys, so this is the last bit of light I'm gonna have today. It is 5 hours later. It's around like 7:15, and here's the checkup. It looks really, really good still. Besides the creasing, which I would get with any other foundation anyways, so I'm not upset about that, but everything else looks so good. It looks like just as I applied it, nothing has changed. It still looks good, no separations. It is looking really good, guys. Like, I promise you, it looks so nice. So that's 5 hours later. I'm gonna wait a little bit more and see, but so far it's looking really good. So I'm happy. All right, I'll see you in a little bit. All right guys, I am back. It's been 9 hours. It is 11:05 p.m. I started this around 2:15. Here is my final thought. It is actually not that bad. I do have major creasing. I was eating, I was talking, smiling, so of course I'm gonna get the creases. Like I said, I already had my creases when I started doing the makeup, so that's the one thing I really don't like, but I have creases. It is what it is. But yeah, here are the creases. And as far as like oiliness, it's not too bad. It's a little oily around my nose, but that started like later on. I want to say at least like 4 or 5 hours in, I was fine. So it probably started sometime after that, but everywhere else, it looks fine. There's no separation. It's still there. Everything looks like good except for the creasing and my nose. Those are the only 2 areas. So using the powder really did help, and I feel like I like this foundation. I like the fact that I don't have to use any color corrector, so that makes me really happy. So I think this is a good one if you have dry skin, and I feel like throughout the night having a powder compact will really help, especially if you have creasing and if it's like just a little oily around the nose. But other than that, it looks good, guys. So it looks good. If you can tell, like, it still looks nice. It's just the wrinkles over here, but other than that, it looks really, really good. So here are some details about this foundation that I didn't mention earlier. It is obviously a balm foundation. It is buildable, it is full coverage, it's a hydrating foundation balm, and it is lightweight, long-wearing formula, and it is a fresh matte finish. It's infused with apple extract to help nourish skin. It minimizes the appearance of pores and gives skin a smooth, healthy look. It's also a non-comedogenic, and it is not cakey, flashback-free foundation. It's a non-cakey foundation that covers your blemishes quickly. I do agree with that. So they do say that it is lightweight, which I definitely agree. It is very lightweight. I didn't feel any heaviness on my skin, but I will tell you, if you are adding the powder, it'll feel a little heavier than what the foundation is. Like, I have foundation on its own around here on my forehead, and it was fine. Like, it doesn't feel cakey at all, and it goes on nice and smooth. And I love the fact that it covers up my blemishes without using a color corrector. And it also says that it is buildable. It's definitely buildable to full coverage. Honestly, I feel like if you use a light hand and use less product, you can get like a beautiful coverage, and then you can just kind of go into the areas that you're really concerned about with a little bit more. That is all you need. It makes the skin look healthy, soft, and fresh. And I will say I didn't have any issues. Like, it doesn't look fresh right now because there's wear to it, like a 9-hour wear, but 9 hours later, honestly, I'm not mad at it. I feel like just dabbing it with some like tissue really does get rid of that oil anyway. So there you go. All good to go, really. It's all good to go. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. That is it, you guys. I am tired. I'm ready for bed. I do have another foundation review to do tomorrow, so I'm kind of excited about that. So stay tuned for that. But for this one, it's a good one for me. So I'm really happy with it. Anyways, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel and click that little bell icon so you get notified every time I upload. And thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Bye.